let's start with how the deposits of chromites form. So chromite actually crystallizes at very high temperature. So when the magma is evolving, the ultramafic minerals like olivine and pyroxene starts crystallizing. Along with those, chromite also starts crystallizing. So if say here is in magma chamber, and here are the grains which have been crystallized. These are of olivine, some maybe are of orthopyroxene. With them here can be our chromite. So these were in these grains in the magma chamber crystallizes, and because of gravity and also because these are very denser, these falls down at the bottom and segregates here in the layer like this. And this is our partial melt which remains, and this will move up and we will find layers of chromite with these ultramafic minerals here on the at the bottom of this magma chamber. So chromite deposits are essentially early magmatic segregation. That's why these chromite deposits are called early magmatic segregation deposits. So, so here's a question. In the deposits like in the Bushveld complex, which is present in South Africa, we find layers, meters of thick layers of chromite, whole of chromite with no signs of any ultramafic mineral like olivine or orthopyroxene. So, how does this thick layer forms without any other mineral, without present of any other ultramafic mineral? So that's the issue, and there were some researches done on this topic, and it was found that when chromite was segregating, so when not only chromite, I mean when the early crystals are forming, then there can be the intrusion of any other magma, mixing of magma of lower somewhat relatively lower temperature, mixing of relatively lower temperature magma, which can result in halt or can stop the temporarily stop the crystallization of olivine or orthopyroxenes, because it will take the any other process which can halt this, which can temporarily stop this crystallization, can be assimilation or inclusion of foreign materials like from the wall rocks. There can be materials, so here it can halt the process and only chromite will deposit and segregate all at the bottom. So its whole will be chromite. Then as the chromite will become lower in the magma chamber, the olivine and pyroxene will start crystallizing, and with decreasing temperature they will also segregate at the bottom of this magma chamber. So this is how we find the chromite. These so with this occurrence you can say that these are occurring in some stratas, like here is the strata of chromite, here is the strata of olivine OPX, strata of chromite, olivine and OPX. So again some here can be again olivine, can also be chromite. So we can say these are occurring in some stratas, like stratas. That's why we call them stratiform stratiform chromite. So how and where we find, and at what ages do they occur? So most of the stratiform chromite, or we can say almost all of the stratiform chromite, are of Archean age. they are very old. They were occurring Precambrians, and now we can find them occurring with ultramafic rocks like lertholite, dunite, etc. And these are occurs as stratas, as you have seen in the last slide. The other type of chromite deposits are podiform. Podiform, pods, pods, irregular. These kinds of things are called pods. So actually chromite occurs like that in the layers. These types of deposits are very less significant. The most economical deposits of chromite are stratiform chromites. Podiform chromites are not that much economic. There are places where they occur in some good economic value. So these are the pods of chromite, and these are occurring in the some ultramafic rock, which can be form of olivine only or olivine plus OPX or some CPX maybe. So it can be laherzolite, harzburgite. These kinds of rocks can be associated with podiform chromite. Age of podiform chromite is mostly are of Mesozoic age, and where we found these deposits, though. So these types of deposits commonly occurs in ophiolites. So these types of deposits, the podiform chromite deposits, are commonly associated with ophiolites, and where the mantle part of an ophiolite. Here we have some ultramafic rocks, and these have pods, irregular geometries of chromite. Now we can take a look on Indian occurrences of chromite. So I think almost all of the chromite in India is of stratiform type. You must have heard of Sukinda chromite belt. Yeah, it's in Singhbhum Craton. It's in Singhbhum Craton, and Sukinda is the place which have a good deposits of chromite. Sukinda, other than Sukinda, the neighbor locations are Baulan Osahi, Jojo Hatu, and Roro Bura. These locations have some deposits of chromite, good deposits of chromite. And other than these, in the Archean cratons, in the Darbar craton, locations are Bairapur is a famous for chromite deposits. In the Sindhu Valley, also chromite occurs with the anorthosites, but it is not of that much economical value. So you have to remember this name: Bairapur, Baulan Osahi, Sukinda, and maybe Jojo Hatu and Rorobura.